Good evening, everyone. Been a while since I've been on. I'm going to give you an update on what's going on around here. My wife is just about ready to leave the physical rehab place. When she was in the hospital for about 7-8 days, I believe it is, before she left, they got rid of over 25 pounds of fluid from both her legs and her feet. They had to, I don't know what they did. They did something intravenous, diuretic or whatever, but it was affecting her heart, and it was congestive heart failure if that continued. She has pulmonary hypertension, and every time she moves any amount of walking at all with the walker, she would get out of breath and just can go a few steps. So they did all they could in the hospital, and they got all the fluid out, and the doctor lectured us both and said she cannot be on salt. Well, the problem is we get TV dinners now. She don't cook anymore. So we're looking into the Healthy Choice TV dinners, and I'm hoping that she'll be able to go through, you eating that stuff, and we're going to have to all change our diets anyways. Olive Garden, she likes that maybe once or twice a month. That's loaded with salt. And KFC lately has, get the chicken strips or whatever. They must put 5 pounds of salt in it. It's terrible. So, but she had to go to rehab, and we fought tooth and nail about that. But you know what? She and I are both glad that she went. They're giving her exercises 5-6 days a week. They're getting her up. She's walking. No more swelling. She's eating right. They're treating her really good over there. As I said, it's a combination nursing home, where you'll never come home. The family don't want them and this and that. And then there's a rehab section where she's in. So she has been getting physical therapy where they got like a gym in there, and all the people that are involved in that, most of them are in wheelchairs. In fact, all of them are. And some of them have problems with one leg, some of them have problems with their arms and stuff. They're doing like the 2-pound weight she's doing out like this and all that stuff, and doing her legs like this, and they got her walking from the bed to the bathroom and back. And sometimes they'll do the therapy in the room, and she'll walk like 8 or 9 times back and forth, and it's about maybe 20 feet or 30 feet. Well, the room ain't that big. I would say about 15 feet. They're good sized rooms, single bed. In other words, some of the people over there have 2 beds, and you're in there with a stranger. But it worked out that she got that. She got her own TV, and brings her tablet and her phone over there. So it gets lonesome over there, and I've been visiting every single day. So I have very little time to do anything around the yard. I putter around a little bit and move a few leaves, and that's about it. It's dark at 7. It's just about daylight at 7 a.m. and I'm usually up at 6, but it's pitch black out there, and I don't drive at night. So by the time I get up and I go out, it's like after 7, and it gets dark like 4:30. I mean, it's crazy. So I don't have much time to do anything, and I haven't been working in the shop since she's been in the rehab. But they got all kinds of exercises over there, and she met a few people over there and everything, and unfortunately she came down with a bad cold about a week and a half ago. She's getting over it now, but you never know. She probably picked it up there because it wasn't from Tommy or me seeing her. And she is just coughing right now, and really getting some congestion up, but she's doing good. They've been giving her expectorant cough medicine and stuff like that. The only thing is her sugar level is never ever over 200, and that's very rare. It's all under control, but since she's been in the hospital and over there, her readings have been over 200. And I mentioned it over and over and over, and it's not the nurse's fault, it's the doctor, which we've only seen one time. And for some reason her reading sometimes as high as 258. It was crazy. And sometimes it's 160 or something, but they give her different shots in the arm. And she gets it several times a day. She's on a different kind of insulin than what she is normally at home. So they're going to have to get that all straightened out, because our family doctor has nothing to do with the doctor in the rehab center. There's a conflict there, so I mentioned it to her, my doctor, and they said, well, when she comes home, then we'll get it straightened out. Otherwise, they're really good over there. They're very nice people, I don't know if it would be that way if you were in there for the rest of your life. I don't know, but that facility has a 4-star rating. The 5-star rating we could not get into. There was no vacancy. But the physical therapy has done her an awful lot. So we're so glad that she went to it. And she's still walking. She walks down the hallway now to the gym. And then they put the wheelchair behind her and follow her. If she has to stop, she sits. When she first got there, she could only go a few steps and sit down, all out of breath. No more. She can walk almost the entire distance, which is about 100-some feet, I guess, because there's different corridors you go down. And but they still walk behind her with that, but she can't walk without the walker. But at least she can get up and go around and stuff. What we're worried about is when she gets home, she'll have a tendency to stay in the reclining couch and not get up and get exercise and eat salty stuff, which she don't do on purpose. When she cooked, which she don't do anymore, we never cook with salt. None of us like salt in our foods. Never. I'll use black pepper, but I'll never use salt. I don't even put salt on a hard-boiled egg anymore, a little pinch of it like I used to do. Don't do that. But when you buy these TV dinners, a little Stouffer's single-serving spaghetti and meat sauce, 870 milligrams of sodium. She told me the max that she can have is 2,000 milligrams a day. So it's going to be very, very tough to keep her on a salt-free diet, virtually impossible. I hate cooking. I can't do that kind of stuff. But the only thing I don't mind doing is cooking on a grill. I'm not a guy that likes to cook. Good friends of ours, her husband, loves cooking. He loves it. Always doing it every day. I hate cooking. I hate cooking as much as I hate math. Anyways, they're shooting for before or just around Thanksgiving time to come home. And then we got to get the wheelchair. And I don't know where we're going to put it. There's just no room in this house. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, it's about the only area I can be in right here, next to my computer desk here, that I can make a video without showing clutter, which I don't want to do. There's enough clutter in here as it is. But we got stuff here. We're not damned if we're going to throw it out because it's all useful items. I bought some at Walmart there a couple weeks ago. I bought some of them plastic drawers, the transparent drawers. There's 3 of them. I bought 2 of them and stacked them up. The problem is when you load them up with items, the bottom shelf don't want to pull out because the damn thing sags. Cheap Chinese junk, you know. But anyways, that's the way that is. But so I've been going there every day, and you know, I get kind of sleepy sitting over there because I'm not a person to sit. I get tendency to get drowsy, you know, and you know, after a while you run out of things to talk about, you know. But she's doing really, really good, and she lost a lot of weight, primarily the water, the fluid. Her feet were like swelled up like this. The tops of her feet were like this, you know, and they've been that way for several years, and no more wounds on her legs. They're all gone. There's no more oozing wounds. You know, she used to go to the wound care center because this has been going on for years, and no more. It's all healed up. So the skin is dark around the areas where the wounds were on the ankles, about that far from the foot, you know. But other than that, she's doing really, really good. And the back of her legs are sore because, you know, that's going to take a while to heal. So we're looking forward to having her come home, so I wanted to give you an update on that. These things take time. As far as my health is concerned, they got me on a once-a-night insulin. I take it 10 p.m. just before I go to bed. I go to bed about a little after 10. And they started me out on 10 units. Okay. Well, right now they got me, each week I had to call in my diabetes sugar readings. And I called in to our healthcare provider, my doctor, gave the readings to the nurse, and she conveys them to the doctor, and then she called me back and says, increase your insulin. So I had to keep increasing at 2 points. So I'm up to 42 units now in the pen. So it's a made by Lilly company called a short pen, S-H-O-R-T. So I'm on metformin only. I'm not on glipizide and not Carboost. That took me off of that. It wasn't working anymore. And so that's where I'm at, and I'm doing good. My reading was 82 this morning. They have me test when I first get up, so I'm up about 6:15 in the morning, pitch black out. So I wash my hands good, and I test myself. Sometimes I have to stick twice because it doesn't come out, you know. I make sure my hands are warm when I do that, when I wash and dry good. And I got that all taken care of, and then I give my readings, I write it down and the time I took them, and then I have to test before supper in the afternoon. Now today I tested at 5:30 p.m. before I had supper. They don't want me to test after supper. I have small lunches because by the time I get back from the rehab center, it's about 1:30 in the afternoon. I leave here at 9:30. Once the school buses are off the road and the school is open at 9 o'clock, I go to my post office at 9:30 to see if there's any mail, and then I go right out. Any mail, I bring it to her. She handles all the bookwork. Without her, I would be lost. So I bring it in and say, well, this one here, no, this is just advertisement, shred that. And this one here, we'll put that in the bag with the paid bills. And she does her banking on her tablet at the, you know, deductions and everything right there between her tablet and her phone. We got Norton 360 in both of them, so we're all set there. And they got Wi-Fi at the rehab center. So then I bring the things back, and then what she wants me to get rid of, I get rid of. The house is loaded with stuff. Christmas stuff in bags. You may not be able to see this here because I'm using the Kodak ZE1. Because I don't want to use the Bob Lob. It shows too much junk. I don't want to show that. But we got Christmas stuff that she's going to be doing. And what she's going to do is like she did last year. She's going to get these big gift bags. And you just put the item, not wrap them, just put them in the gift bags. Tommy gets one, I get one, and she gets one. And then her nieces, she mails Christmas gifts, or a lot of times my brother-in-law will come down and visit us for a short while. I don't know where he's going to sit. It's unbelievable here. And he'll take the gifts back. That's what we always been doing. Christmas time is my wife's favorite time, but we're going to have a good friend of ours put the Christmas tree up. I don't know where it's going to go. There's medical supplies stacked up, gauze, wrapped gauze, and catheters and everything. She still has to have a catheter, and she'll probably be able to get out, and if all goes well, she may not even need the wheelchair, because originally we got to get the wheelchair to go from the house. You can't move around in the house here with the wheelchair. No way. Impossible. It's just no room. So she'd have to go out on the deck, and then she gets in the wheelchair and into a senior van as a handicap wheelchair lift, and then we'll take her to her doctor's. But if she's walking good, she can get her regular shoes on now, where she had to have these special Velcro shoes. She can get her regular shoes on now, and she'll probably be able to get into the minivan okay without falling, and I could take her to the doctor. So provided the weather's good. If it snows or ice, we don't go out. So, you know, I never did drive in it, not about to. I don't even know if this is still recording. Well, the screen is lit on the back, but I don't know if it's still recording. I haven't used my Kodak ZE1s in a very long time. I've got 3 of them, and batteries are all down on them. But anyways, my health is doing good. I still get my big breakfast at the local restaurant, and I still have my ice cream every other night. And even with that, the readings are good. The nurse says, doctor says you're doing real good. We'll keep you at 42 units. So that's the story there. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. I know that I can't leave my comments open. I do watch the videos, and I want to wish Sky Carl the very best of luck. I can't comment on your videos, Carl, because I did once, and I got a nasty troll insulting me, and I don't need the trolls to use somebody else's video as a platform. So that's why I don't comment on anyone's videos anymore, and that's why I keep my comments off. I know there's a lot of good people out there that have wished my wife the best, and I do get some emails from them. But unfortunately, the way it is, I can't and I will not have my comments on anymore. So it's just the way it is, and this has been going on for quite a few years, many years. So that's why, unfortunately, I have to keep that on. The minute I put them on, then I'll have problems again. So I want to thank all of you, and you take care of yourself, Carl. And Greg's Vintage Workshop, I watched your video. You're doing an excellent job on that washing machine. Beautiful work. And even Buzz 1151 even paints his damn power transformers red. Well, you're okay anyways. You got that one fault, but you know what? If you got only that one fault, you're a good man. So that's all I got to say. But again, I won't comment on anyone's videos. But I do give the thumbs up button, and that's the way it is. So take care, everybody. If they ever get back to normal, I'll be making more videos again. Leastwise, I hope so. Tommy's doing good. He is on metformin. He's been on it for a while, but they increased it to 2 in the morning and 2 at night. And sadly, I don't want to see him on insulin, but it could happen. And, you know, and what are you going to do? You can only do so much, you know. So thank you very much, everybody. There has not been anything going on at the Old Orchard Farm, so there's been no videos there. The car show was a disappointment. Very, very few likes on it. So we won't be doing car shows next year anymore. So you kind of learn where you're at and what people like and what they don't like. So, and Jewett City is nothing up there. I went up twice in this last month and a half, and there's absolutely nothing up there. So I'm not going to be going up there again, and probably maybe in the springtime, maybe not even then. We'll see what happens. I don't need any more stuff in the shed. That stuff will probably still be there long after I'm dead and become worm food. All right, folks, that's it. I hope this thing recorded. If not, you're only going to get a partial video. Thanks for watching. I want to thank all those of you who gave me well wishes, and when I see the thumbs up, I know those are well wishes, and I appreciate it. We all do. And that's all I got to say. Good day.